I really didn't feel like this was going to end me. I really felt like this is going to be the biggest life redirect. I'm going to make changes that I never would have made otherwise, that I'm going to look back on in a year, 5 years, 30 years from now and say, thank God. When I was younger, I used to define myself as an actor, which it was never really all that fulfilling. And then I became a husband, and that was much better. And then I became a father, and that was the ultimate. And then this year, I had to look my own mortality in the eye. I had to come nose to nose with death.
Heather McComb is mourning James Van Der Beek.
James Van Der Beek's ex-wife, actress Heather McComb, is speaking out with a heartfelt and loving tribute following the tragic death of the Dawson's Creek star.
Terrified mess. Telling people was hard. Telling people required a lot of energy. I'm an empath. I like to take care of everybody. I'm a provider. You know, especially at that point, I was trying to be Superman and be all things to all people and be a dad and a provider. And it was too much. It was unsustainable. And so to have to tell people, and you know, my father and my siblings and my kids was really tricky.
After the actor passed away on Wednesday at the age of 48, tributes have continued pouring in from friends, fans, and loved ones.
Heartbroken to hear about the loss of James Van Der Beek, just at 48 years old.
I got to be there in the last 4 or 5 days, hold his hand and pray with him and tell him jokes. Join in on the energy work. He handled the transition like a king.
I'm going to take the winter to recover, to rest.
He came out and sang with his daughter, and it was, start crying. Man, he did it well and did it right, and whew, yeah, now you're gonna see me cry on camera. But boy, it's so sad that he's gone.
And now McComb has shared her own emotional message, reminding the world of the special bond they once shared. Heather McComb took to social media to express her heartbreak, making it clear that even though their marriage ended years ago, James will always hold a place in her heart. Her words were filled with gratitude, warmth, and deep sadness, showing that their connection remained meaningful long after their relationship changed. The former couple reportedly first met through McComb's sister, who appeared as a guest star on Dawson's Creek back in 1998. Their relationship grew over time, and the two eventually married in 2003. Although they later separated, their split in 2009 was described as amicable, meaning it ended peacefully and with respect.
TMI, do you want some TMI? I got pregnant with Olivia 2 days after moving in with him. So that was 6 months into our relationship. Yeah. I was 7 months pregnant when we got married.
She arrived a couple months later.
Yeah. So that's how I know how many years we've been married.
Yeah.
How old is Olivia? We love having kids. We didn't really plan it out.
No,
it just happened. We had one planned child.
Out of 6, 1 was 100% on purpose.
Yeah, we had a miscarriage right before her and realized how much our heart really wanted her. And so I think that was why we said, let's do this.
If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. It takes just seconds. Thanks if you did.
You're an inspiration to so many people, man. You know that?
James Van Der Beek has passed away.
I went in to get a colonoscopy and felt really, really good as I was coming out of anesthesia that I had finally done it and looked into it. And as I was coming out of the haze, the gastroenterologist said in his most pleasant bedside manner, it is cancer. And I think I went into shock. So there was this slow realization that my schedule was really no longer under my own control.
On Thursday, just one day after James's passing, McComb shared an Instagram post that quickly touched many fans. Alongside a sweet photo of the two holding each other closely, she opened up about the pain of losing someone who once meant so much to her. She explained that the picture was taken on her 21st birthday, capturing a moment she will always treasure. "This is how I will always see James," she wrote, describing him as innocent, kind, and pure of heart.
As soon as I heard the news, I thought, this is going to be the best thing that ever happened to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Cancer.
Cancer.
Best thing.
Best thing. I had this little voice in my head that said, you're going to make changes.
She reflected on the journey they shared together over the years and said she feels immense gratitude for the friendship and love that continued to endure between them through the decades. McComb, who is also known for her roles in shows like Profiler and Ray Donovan, revealed that she and Vanderbeek were able to share last loving words before his death. Her tribute painted a beautiful picture of the man she remembered, not just as a famous actor, but as a deeply caring and spiritual person. She described James as a beautiful soul filled with light, love, talent, humor, depth, sensitivity, and knowledge. She also spoke about his strong faith, saying that his deep love of God shined through him in everything he did.
And all of those definitions that I cared so deeply about were stripped from me. I was away for treatment, so I could no longer be a husband that was helpful to my wife. I could no longer be a father who could pick up his kids and put them to bed and be there for them. I could not be a provider because that wasn't working. I couldn't even be a steward of the land because at times I was too weak to prune all the trees during the window that you're supposed to prune them.
In her message, McComb also expressed deep sympathy for James's wife, Kimberly, whom he married in 2010, and their 6 children, who range in age from 4 to 15. She shared how much James loved being a father and how devoted he was to his family. "I know that James loved being a father so much," she wrote, adding that he loved Kimberly with his whole heart. She even called them true soulmates, praising Kimberly for the grace and strength she showed while standing by his side during his battle with cancer.
And so I was faced with the question, if I am just a too skinny, weak guy alone in an apartment with cancer, what am I? And I meditated and the answer came through. I am worthy of God's love simply because I exist.
Had already raised more than $2.1 million. The donations are meant to help cover essential living expenses, pay household bills, and support the children's education, especially after the long medical fight reportedly left the family without enough funds. Heather McComb's tribute has added another emotional layer to the growing wave of love surrounding James Vanderbeek's passing. Her words remind fans that beyond the fame, beyond the television roles, James was remembered by those closest to him as a kind-hearted man, a devoted father, and a soul full of light. Even in death, the legacy he leaves behind continues to inspire love, compassion, and support, not only for his memory, but for the family he cherished most.